Einstein described matter as a form of energy, just as ice cubes, steam, and rain are all forms of water. Everything is made up of molecules, and molecules consist of atoms that are in a permanent state of flux. This constant movement creates energy, hence, every single thing, objects, animals, and people are constantly giving off the energy they're creating. Everything in our world is vibrating with energy. So, if you can learn how to marshal, nurture, and steer your own energy, discern and strategize how to engage and disengage with other people's energies, and reconcile with the energies of the world around you, you can begin taking back control of your life. You become the most in control of your personal destiny as possible. Practical Magic shows you how. Level 1 includes energy foundations and basics and are available to the general public for single purchase. Levels 2 and 3 are very advanced with homework and are only available via the Hierophant and High Priestess tier over on Patreon. Patreon.com/theartegan. I'm sending you all of my very best photons, and I look forward to supporting you at any stage, at any point on your spiritual adventures that I may.
Hello Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to your Sidebar with me, our private little one-on-one, little mini conference of a little detail, a little psychic detail, and then we pull a tarot card and it fits into a larger context of something going on in your life. For you this week, Aries, it's kind of funny because I don't like to use certain words because they're triggering, and I have to use one of those words for you in your title this week. Hysterics for, it's, your download is about embracing hysteria, hysterics in yourself for growth, for the purpose of kind of going through it to come out on the other side. And here's what I'm getting with you. I'm getting the volcano kind of imagery, just like this buildup of tension and buildup of pressure, a buildup of anger and resentment and frustration. And it will transmute, it will alchemize into motivation and focus and proper planning and like all that good stuff. But between those two is the hysteria, is this like, I'm getting like a total spaz out moment for the Aries energy. So it may be like cresting, and I'm getting actually before the end of November. If you're watching this in real time, I'm feeling before the beginning of December, but I don't know. Well, however this works for you, whatever, or however it resonates, what I'm getting for you is that the more you try to push that down and make yourself not spaz out and get hysterical about something, the worse it's building up. Like you're not. So this should only resonate for you if you've been doing that. If you've been finding healthy, great outlets for your frustration and your angers and really thinking deeply about it and transmuting it, that's you doing the work. But if you've been suppressing all of that, then this is your reading, because it's going to blow up. It's going to implode in you, and it will be very hysterical. So if you're cross-watching for your Aries, keep an eye out, because Mars direct, he's going to take some time before he gets going, before he really gets to be as effective as he wants to be. And so it's like we have a return of some of that Mars and Aries energy, but we don't have all of it. So we don't have maybe the parts of it that can be effective getting things done, but we have the want. And this want has been very frustrated for you, Aries, for months now. So let's go ahead and see what the additional guidance for you is. Grammar today seems to not be my strongest. Okay. Aries, what do my little rams need to know? Thank you. It's 2 cards for you. We've got, I'm going to show exactly how I picked them up. What am I talking about? This just goes to support everything that I've already said in my psychic tuning of your energies, Aries. The swords are thoughts, words, conversations, dialogues. And this is actually exactly what I just said. So this is kind of the bubble bursting where you just kind of can't take anymore. I mean, look at this little dude. It's just too much. 10 swords in the back. There's even like right in his neck and his face. This is an energy of mental kaput, where it's a total overload. This is the end. My only friend, the end. And the 8 of Swords this is very traditionally gaslighting, where you are being gaslit by a person or a situation or yourself. You're sort of gaslighting yourself, where you don't think something's possible. You don't see a way out. You can't think clearly. You shut things down before really finding out for sure. You just like, oh, no. And it's like a self-imposed restriction. And if you see, she's wearing a blindfold. So the 8 of Swords is where we put on the blindfold and we can't see anything. And then we kind of run around, I'm wearing a blind, I can't see, you know. So you've been doing that in some way, shape, or form, Aries, and that's been contributing to the mental stress. And mental health is really, really important. So if there's any like residual stigma with you about finding resources or accessing resources or just reading more about it, I would really look into that. I would really look into, because I feel like I could be connecting with someone that suffers from panic attacks or suffers from like anxiety, like maybe like a generalized anxiety disorder or something. Like that's just kind of what I'm feeling. And your detail for this week is, I mean, if you can avoid this, if you can avoid the hysteria, cool. But if you need to get it out and express yourself and kind of spaz out for a moment or have your moment, then you have to like embrace it and you have to learn from it, because whatever happens of that, if you ruin relationships or if you like experience breakthroughs in relationships because of it, it's like it's the end of keeping it inside. It's the end of telling yourself that things have to be a certain way and you have to be a certain way and everything has to be a certain way. I'm getting something from the 8 of Swords. Hold on. Thank you. This is for someone, may not be for everyone, but for someone, this 8 of Swords is something that you didn't want to be true or that you don't want to be true or real, and it is. It is real. Or it's like you're sort of gaslighting yourself so that you don't accept something. And you're saying like, no, but it is. There is something you have to accept. And with accepting that comes the end of, like, it all kind of caves in on itself. So, sorry, Aries, that this is kind of like a very serious reading. I can't really control the messages that come through for you. I just do what I do. I do as I'm told. I'm the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. But I hope that this has helped you in some way, because the Tower card is that very thing. It's that hysterical, dramatic, spaz out moment. Everything falls apart. But what's right after the Tower card is the Star card, is like that calm, that healing. And that's what I'd like you to focus on, is when the storm passes and it's all over. Because it'll be over. So keep all of that in mind and take very, very good care this week ahead, Aries. I'm sending you guys all of my love and support, as always. If this is getting really sort of desperate or hopeless, or like if it's getting to a really, really dark place, I am still available for psychic spying and psychic tarot readings. It's on the website. You can book me on the website and you get it within 24 hours. I've had to really raise my rates. I didn't want to, but I had to. If you can wait a month, about 30 days, I recommend saving about $100 or so on the Patreon, on the highest tier on Patreon, and you can get a reading that way. Otherwise, my dears, I recommend checking out the link below for Keen, and they have a lot of psychics. They've been around for like 20 years, and they have specialists, psychics that specialize, and they have like they have their own whole cool little system. So if you're interested in learning more about how to steer your energies and control your energies, because this is definitely very like a mismanagement of your energies, or you're sort of not ready for like the truth a little bit here, or to accept the truth, you might really enjoy the classes that I offer on Patreon. Practical Magic is the energy work, but I also offer Astrology 101 and Tarot, and that could be a bit of an easier way for you to deal with some of this stuff. Or like I said, or reach out for like mental health resources, and I'm sure they have a lot of cool stuff, a lot of like breathing techniques, and I don't know what else they do, but something to help you with the mental, feeling so trapped and feeling so, okay. All right, my loves, take really good care. And with the Patreon, hop on, hop off, toggle up, toggle down. Please don't feel like you must, stay, or that, that there's going to be any weirdness if you drop off. It's totally okay. I offer what I offer as a resource for you whenever you may call upon, some sort of strange help from someone like me, from me. So, yeah. Toggle up, toggle down. It's all good. I'm here to serve you guys. And if I can help in any way, of course, I would love to. So take good care, Aries, and I will see you guys next week. Until then, my loves, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads. Mwah!